My name is Harry, I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here. Today is April 16, 2023. It is 11:23 p.m. So I'm starting recording early. Tomorrow my husband's gonna be working from home, so I need to give him the office. So I need to get started early. And when I do those recording, if I want to like really finish editing the same day, so I have to start early. So I just posted this on my community board. It shows a minute ago, so it's on the list. We'll get to that in a few. So yeah, new subscribers, welcome. Yesterday this video was approved by YouTube, so I put it out for you guys, so a lot of you saw it. And let's go on Twitter. Let's not waste time. This is the first tweet. Lies. If Meghan went, they will accuse her of making it about her. If she doesn't go, we get this. There's the pointing toward here. She's not going because the royal family and their paid media are vile toward her. Y'all forget she left them and want no part in their dysfunction. Carry a Tubman, KKK, coronation. Okay, that hashtag, the squad making it trending. Carry a Tubman. All right, so let's read here. You should know what that means because they made a reference like Kate ancestors sort of help Meghan ancestor or some sort of thing. Okay, Meghan will want to play second fiddle to Kate. Duchess will have gone to the coronation only if she was assured of a prominent position and while relaunch her career after the event. Royal experts say these royal rats kind of people, they're stirring the pot. I don't know if it's the royal family is making them write these headline, this nonsense. It's just creating rift, and then they get upset that Biden went to is it Scotland or Ireland, one of those Commonwealth countries of the UK, and they get upset about it that Biden is not gonna come to the coronation when none of the US president ever shows up to the coronation. But instead of trying to create some sort of a friendly thing, I mean, it seems like these people forget why the US, you know, is not part of their Commonwealth. 1776 is the time where the US, you know, they have enough with them, okay? And then the only American who married into the royal family, and then they're treating her like that. And then they expect, you know, the president to come and, you know, be WW with them. And probably if Trump was president, maybe he would have shown up. Maybe, I don't know, because he's been aligning himself with dictators and all of that. But he has his own problem to deal with. But anyway, let's see what the squad are saying here. Seriously. Okay, this rakes with flies. If Meghan had shown up, it would only have been to support her husband. These delusional people don't matter and are irrelevant to her. As she said, quote, that's her husband's family, end quote. Who's Kate Middleton? She needs to leave Meghan alone and worry about Rose. Wifey always knows. And yeah, whatever. They're trying to stir the pot, that's all. There's probably something going on and with the royal family that they're trying to divert attention from that. We all know it will be Meghan and Harry leading the show due to the press, and the whole royal family and the coronation will be the second fiddle. Okay, relaunch her career. That's in quote, by the way. The career she then relaunched after the Jubilee, after the funeral. In fact, she had to freeze for the funeral. Freeze. What career are they referring to? Because the award-winning career I know of been on the increase for the past 3 years. No need to relaunch anything. Meghan already has a career. They spent column upon columns and airtime and radio time of trashing it. They want to continue to diminish anything separate from them. Okay, for one thing, Meghan will never play second fiddle to Kate. Kate wouldn't want her there because Meghan will shine brighter than anyone else. And the thing is that when I've said this before, when all four of them were sitting on stage, the response that Meghan put, where she doesn't mind being in the background, learn and maximize her potential, I'm pretty sure Harry sort of explained to Meghan the hierarchy of the family.
I mean, I think that knowing that I've just been here for 3 months, right? And in that amount of time, but with that said, for me, it's very important to, once you hit the ground running, even if you're doing it quietly behind the scenes, which is what I've focused my energy on thus far, is meeting with the right people, meeting with the right organizations behind the scenes quietly, learning as much as I can so that I can maximize the opportunity we have here to really make an impact.
Okay, to not overshadow, to do all of this. And we know for a fact that Meghan have been doing the work very well, quietly, as she said. But it's the media who wants stories, who want to create rift and making all this nonsense, the rift between Meghan and all of that. Okay, let's read this and then move to the next one. What career? Packing party favor for her parents. She has no work history of importance. Her whole job was begging William. That's it. Relaunch her career. It never stopped. What are they on? All made up to sell papers. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. There's more comment, but let's move on. 6 minutes so far. Next tweet. Alright, if I were them, I will decline. Alright, so she retweeted Peter Hunt. Quote, thousands of veterans have also been invited to watch the coronation from a special viewing platform outside the Abbey, not inside. The hierarchy of invitation passes without comment in the 21st century. I'll go into that in a few, but let's read some of the comments here. Oh, there's not that much, so that's good. And my comment is making reference to that. Okay, if I were them, I would decline. All right, so there's here, they need crowd. When I mean they, I mean the royal family, you know, the Charles, pretty much. Okay, they need crowd. To get crowd, they need people. To get people, you order the people you're ahead of. Now that they know Meghan is not coming, the most non-board group to have at your con is the armed forces. Problemas solved, in my humble opinion. Yeah, because Charles is the head of the armed forces, so he invited them to come, and then the worst thing is he kept them outside. This is the thing. I don't know. We'll see who's gonna show up. Okay, they are only doing it to get the numbers up. That's it. Yeah, that's it, because they need crowd. Okay, strictly for the optic. That's it. All right, let's go into Peter Hunt tweet and see what he said. Okay, I read that already, and this is the article. I'm not gonna read it. Okay, King's coronation, thousands from armed forces to take part. The King's coronation will also mark the largest military ceremony operation in 70 years. Okay, so which means it's not those people who's gonna be with those uniform. So it's, let's say, the I don't know, Air Force or armies, navies. These are the people that's gonna be in the I guess along the parade area or something like that. Okay, Rain, we need you on May 6th. I did say something like that in one of my one of the response that I did to one of those tweets. All right, Rain, we need you on May 6th. We need you and all your ample force in London, UK. Bring your brother, the Thunder, along with your sister, Lightning. Oh my God. Sister Lightning, looking forward to you to rain cats and dogs non-stop on May 6th, London, UK. Let's go into that. Okay, and Gale Force, when you are vile, not your monarchy, so do one. Oh my God, I don't know why I find it funny. Okay, never forget. Let's see here. They're planning an accident in my car so Charles can marry again. I don't know. These people put some crazy rules on themselves. Okay, the rules that we have, human create them. Okay, instead of change it to fit their narrative, but whatever. But now you're having two adulterers gonna be the head of church, so make it make sense to me. Okay, unless ordered, I will not show up. Okay, I hope they have that option but I have a feeling they don't. The British have patience with this, and your willingness to pay for a billionaire to do this is off the chain. What is actually there to watch? They're going to have to pay or force people to attend at this rate. He can't even get any musician from the UK or Commonwealth. What is it? There was a tweet. I didn't put it because I read some of the comments and I didn't want to comment on those. What is it? Katy Perry, Lionel Richard, and there was something else in that particular image that I saw, but they're gonna show up. Okay, why would you want to watch a screen from a viewing platform instead of the comfort of your own home? That's the thing. They're putting everyone outside to fill the street, and media will claim them as well-wishers gathered. Laughing my ass off. So basically using them as crowd fillers to create an illusion of popularity. That's exactly that. Invited, but I bet they cannot refuse. Why they are using them for security? Why is it? That's the way she spelled it. Okay, they are using them for security. Tampon and his mistress knew people are going to boo them as usual. Okay, my dad, the oldest garden Highlander, where his invite. Okay, so they then invite him. Okay, let's see this and then move on. Okay, oh dear, poor Chelsea pensioners may be forced to have a day out from the Royal Hospital. I can imagine that I saw being constructed opposite the Abbey being more comfortable for the elderly than being in their own home. Alright, so let's move on. So they're gonna move these people out of their how do they call this, the hospital bed, and to go and watch. Alright, next tweet. Royals on brink as Charles warned firm risks abolishing itself. Royal News. This coming from one of their own trashy tabloid who protect bullying cheating Billy and his lazy inept estranged wife, yet trash Harry and Meghan. I'm not gonna click on it and I'm not gonna share the article. I took a screenshot of this and share it on my community board. Okay, Royals on brink as Charles warned firm risks abolish itself. Exclusive, a shocking report revealed that, quote, the royal family as we know it, it is on the brink of collapse and risks abolishing itself by stealth. When I saw this, the first thing that came to mind, it's like a warning. I don't know, it's like a warning for them. And I made a reference to, I had an old screenshot. I actually went and searched for that tweet, and I did find it, and it's coming next after this one with Nigel Farage, who told Charles to shut his mouth if he still want the monarchy to exist or something like that. Okay, so that crossed my mind, and I'm thinking this is like a second warning to him for whatever it is. But the whole premises of this politician in the UK, they want the power Charles have. And I really don't think Charles and William truly understand the position that they are inheriting. If they do, there are a lot of nonsense they will not be putting up with. And this is why the people are against the coronation. I mean, I know there's some monarchists out there in the UK who, you know, who love those kind of things. But the majority of well-minded people are not for that. But the politicians who want the power that Charles have and what William will have, they're taking steps to take it away from him. Okay? And the worst thing is, Charles don't understand what he has. And then you have that wife of his who's power hungry, inviting those people in, you know, the tabloid and all of this, to let them know what's going on from the inside. Before, I used to think that there's that separation, and I know I mentioned this is like repetition, I've mentioned it before, but I really did truly believe there was that separation between the politician, the royal family, and the court. But what I thought was absolutely wrong, once you, each of the chambers, I guess I would say chambers, once each one of them know what's going on with the other, it's a whole mess. Because those politicians, they are hungry for power, and then the royal family have the power that everybody else wanted. They don't understand their position. Okay, so this is the way that I took this. It may not mean much, but in my humble kind of way of thinking, this is the way that I see it. I'm thinking of it as like a second warning for the royal family, whether or not they take it as face value, but I truly believe this is a second warning. Okay, I'm not gonna read all of the comments, but let's read some few of them. Okay, it starts here. This is actually serious. Yeah. Okay, it come from a civitas of a high respected think tank. Believe me, the midnight oil will have been burning in both Westminster and British press when this was revealed. I'm loving it. Okay, I didn't read the article, so opinion polls, particularly among the young Brits, have been turning against them well before Mrs. Windsor left our shores. The Tories are desperate to keep the Labour out of office. They know that with the poverty on the rise, all it will take is one referendum by Windsor. Yep, that's it. That is it. That is it. One referendum, they done. Yes. Okay, so the comments here so far, I only read 2. They're taking it serious. I don't click on any tabloid. You are creating revenues for them by retweeting, trying a screenshot next time. The fact are the tabloid and collusion with the firm are risking abolishing the monarchy. That also. Okay, I have one question related to the photo, not the article. Is there a competition I'm not aware of regarding how many damn buttons one can fit on a coat or a dress? This must be a squaddy, is it? Let's see here. Button, come on, show up. There's some 4 other people that I follow this one. Okay, let's see here. This is a warning. Yeah, I think so too. I think this is a warning. I'm not sure if the Express want more news about Harry and Meghan or need drama, but definitely it's a warning. I think so too. Okay, oh, how they need Harry and Meghan for relevance and authenticity. Okay, I have been saying for 2 years now that there are big issues with their patronages and charities who don't want them. They hardly do anything. They don't attract donation, hardly attract attention. There's Meghan. When she went over there putting spotlight on the charities and all of that, they claim it's Meghan who was taking spotlight, but this is the whole point of them being over there, to bring spotlight to the charities and for people to donate. They're not doing the work, they're not putting spotlight, and they're not giving the charities money. What is it? Is it Kate? Some of her charities have already been closed off. Okay, it seems to me the media are only ever interesting in Harry and Meghan. They are hardly seen, live thousands of miles away, don't engage with UK, yet spoken or written about daily. The stars of the show walked away. Their demise has begun. Meghan should have been supported by them. Yep, that's it. This, and not only that, I think I have it too after the Nigel Farage kind of tweet. I'm not gonna stay too long on the Farage tweet, but the one after it, I think there's a tweet about Biden who went to Scotland and all of that. The way they're trashing Biden, and then I hope I come across my tweet. Okay, let's read some of this so I could get out of there and go to the next one. Okay, it seems to me the media. Okay, I read this. Okay, they don't have the old lady to be their shield anymore. Okay, they should be more accessible and more open to the general public. They could travel the country and chat to ordinary people, the whole family, not just William and Charles and Camilla, the young one too. What is it? When they go to meet people, they go to the old people, because the old people are the one who support the monarchy. I've said this a long time ago. If you look at, I don't know, it was around December, not last December, maybe the December prior. I said this in one of those videos around that time, especially around when the Queen was in red dress, and I think is it Edward and Sophie, William and Kate, the Queen in the middle, and is it Edward or something, and what's the other one? The Queen's daughter Anne was standing. Okay, around that time, it may not be that video, but around that time I remember saying this. When they go meet people, they go to the old people, and the old people are dying off. Why would you still want them? You already have them. They're on your time. I mean, they're on your side. So go to the young people, the one who's not on your side yet. But no, they just want to hear positive things. If you listen to the people's trouble, their what bothering them, and then you try to solve it, this is how you get people on your side. But instead, they want to hear positive thing only. But if you hear the criticism, in a way, I'm not saying to criticize them to the point where, you know, they're crying or whatever, but if you hear the problem of those people, what they're crying about, and it's not like it's a secret. Look, I'm across the pond, millions of miles away, across from the, I know the problem that's going on in the UK. I'm sure they will know if they take the time to listen and try to solve it. People who can pay their bill, they can put food on the table and all of that. I understand Brexit was not their choice. Okay, it's due to, you know, politician or whatever, the people voted to get themselves out of it. But you are there. There's the problem because of the decision of the people. So come to their rescue. Instead, you're gonna throw $1 million or pound, I should say, of a coronation where people are suffering. But okay. All right, let's see here. Charles' stubbornness and lack of strategy vision on these major issues will make it easier for William to usurp him, while also making things a lot more tenuous for George. Camilla Parker Bowles at work. Maybe. Sometimes I think if she's like a mole they put to sort of hypnotize him and to help from the inside. I don't know. I think all sort of crazy stuff. Okay, the dress code is a dead giveaway. Who dresses like that? Okay, they brought it on themselves. No wonder Queen Elizabeth II didn't abdicate. That's right. People starting to understand. Yeah, and you would think that, I don't know, they will train, I don't know. It always comes to the fact that when the Queen father died, I don't know, they took over. That's the only thing I could say, because Betty know there was an issue with his son. Okay, with her son. She didn't do anything about it, or keep on warning. Maybe she was warning him, do this, do that, but he wasn't listening. Instead, he rather listened to Camilla. I don't know. Okay, let's see the button. Oh, so I said this is the button here. Is she wearing buttons? So whatever, let's move on. All right, this is the Nigel Farage tweet. It's a very old tweet, and this is where I said this is the first warning for Charles. Okay, there he is here. That was June 10, 2022. Okay, unless Prince Charles want to destroy the monarchy, he had better shut up fast. Okay, Prince Charles said to have branded Priti Patel Rwanda policy appalling. Okay, maybe each time, I don't know, I'm just throwing this out there, maybe each time Charles have a say on things, okay, they shut him down. Okay, this is because there's people from the inside who knows what's going on with the institution. They train him to be afraid of things. Okay, once you have the people on your side, you have absolutely nothing to worry about, because if the people like you, your subject like you, they will fight for you. You don't need to tell them. They will do what needs to be done to protect you. But instead, he aligned himself with a very minor group of people who have, I guess, the power that they have is to sway people's anger, emotion, what they see, how they see it, and all of that. But once the people know the truth and you will stand and fight for them, guess what? They will stand with you, by you, and for you. So there he is here. This is probably something he truly believes in about the Rwanda policy thing. But they shut him down right away and said, if you want the monarchy to exist, just shut your mouth. So the politician wants to do whatever it is that they want to do. Because the thing that I saw that was going on leading to 2020 election in the US, when you look at in a broader sense, not just in your country, outside your country, the US, Israel, the UK, so even many European countries who you might think are democracy, all of them, I mean all of them, were behaving and acting in the same way. Okay, the issue of racism, throwing people out, is like they're shuffling people around. Okay, this group go there, this group go there. Israel was throwing blacks out of their country. You look at what is it, Dominican Republic, throwing Haitians out. Okay, these always have their own little problem there. I mean everywhere. So it was like gonna be just one thing. And when you look at the war that was going between, it's still going on, Russia and Ukraine, all of this, okay, this was gonna go from one country to the next, to the next, to the next. But the 2020 election in the US put a stop. Well, I will not say stop, a halt. Okay, a halt, because they are still pushing for it in the US. Okay, whatever objective that they had or the vision that they had, they still pushing through it. But in the US, when you look at, I'm branching out a little bit, when you look at in the US, even though that halt in 2020 election, but you're hearing a mega voice of still negativity. But when you pinpoint, you look in the micro, you know, little bit at a time, you're seeing little cracks here and there. Like for instance, Tennessee, what's going on in Tennessee? All right, they're trying to shut 2 black young men, okay, people voted for them to be where they at, okay, they tried to expel them, but because young people are very smart and they know how to use social media, they know how to do things, and this while they were trying to shut them up, now they become a mega voice to people against a whole bunch of other politicians in Tennessee, okay, making noises around the world. I don't know, maybe around the world. I don't know if people outside of the US is listening to it, but I didn't know about them until the Republican in the United States and Tennessee tried to shut them out. Now I'm aware of them. Okay, but when you, this is what I mean, little cracks. The halt that happened in 2020 election, you see little cracks happening, okay, in a different direction, opposite of Trump's kind of mindset, kind of behavior. You're seeing little cracks here and there, because Tennessee, the South, very racist states in the United States, but you're seeing little cracks here and there. Okay, so the whole world was gonna be on the same page. But 2020 election put a halt. It didn't stop it, put a halt to it. People are pushing to, taking that momentum, pushing to. The next election, presidential, whatever election that's happening in the US, people need to vote. Need to vote to keep on pushing. Because if you stop, you say, I don't think my vote is, or my voice is gonna make any difference. You're wrong. It make a huge difference, because what happened in 2020 election, because so many people went out to vote, Trump couldn't steal the election. He tried. He has people everywhere that could have easily helped him. They were still pushing for him, even though they indict him in New York. There's still people still fighting for him, okay? But the voice of the people outshine his crook ways trying to steal election. Because if there were few people that went to vote, but let's say for instance Biden did win by a smaller margin, okay, Trump could have easily steal it, easily, okay, because they were, the way that the Republicans were trying to shuffling, trying to eliminate certain votes, voices and all of that, he could have easily steal the election. But it was too much. Too many people went out to vote. He could not steal it. So this is what I mean. Even though you don't have, you feel like your voice is not gonna matter or whatever, pay attention though. It's very crucial. Pay attention to the voice of the people who is running for that particular position. It really matters. Don't only focus on the Republican and Democrat. Even though right now it's very shaky to vote for a Republican, but listen to the voice. Who is running, their principle, their history, what they've done in the past. This is very crucial, because it will tell you how they will vote in the future. Okay, because there are some Republicans in the US, what they do, okay, they run as a Democrat because this is what the popularity is. Most people are just voting for the Democrats. So hey, you want Democrat? I'll be a Democrat to run for the office. And as soon as they win, they switch party back again. This is the thing that I mean. Look at who is running. Okay, if they so how will I say that, they believe in their what they stand for, they should not be afraid. If they win, they win. If they don't win, okay, better luck next time. This kind of thing. All right, but they, all right, let's leave this alone. Let's get back to Charles. Pretty much Charles, if he had stood up for the people, that's all I'm saying. Stand up for the people, he will not have any problem. The monarchy would have stand, I don't know, for another 100 years maybe. But because whatever it is that they put in his head since the Queen father died, I truly believe that's where it started. Okay, making him afraid of whatever it is, the papers and whatever. Okay, this is what's gonna ruin him, because he's not standing for the people. There's Harry, who was standing for the people and bring a biracial wife, and then instead, like I said, the initial interaction with Charles and Meghan, I think it was positive. But whoever is advising him, okay, those advisors, I believe, put negative thought in his head and make him do this stupidity. And this is what's ruining him. Instead of seeing for his own eyes what he experienced, instead he just brush it away. Brush it away and listen to other people. And this is what's ruining it for him. But there's Harry there and said, no, I'm seeing for myself. I see what Meghan is stand for. I see what she's done, and I'm sticking by her. This is a true human, a true man. I don't know, what would you call this? A confident man. Harry, look at all the negativity they're throwing at him for making his own choice. And you see how many people who's standing and sticking by him. Like my channel. I don't know. My channel was never about this. But because of what they're going through, and I believe on some of the things they stand for, so I dedicate my time to help the cause, because in the long run, it helps society, not just them. It helps me, it helps my children, it helps other people. You know, they're trying to crush their voice down like those two young politicians in Tennessee. All of this, they all are connected, believe it or not. All right, so that's that. This is why I brought this in as the first warning that they were giving Charles. Okay, that this, what's his name, Nigel Farage. Unless Prince Charles wants to destroy the monarchy, he had better shut up fast. Meanwhile, there's Charles, who probably this was his true feeling, talking about what was going on with those Rwanda policy thing. Any whatever people who's looking for how do they call this, asylum seekers, okay, they're shipping them to Rwanda. Maybe he felt that was wrong, but the idea, the politician, the Tories in the UK, what they wanted, they want whites only in the country. Okay, what is it they're bringing in other words, they were making room for the, what do you call this, Ukrainian, okay, Ukrainians, because they are white, bringing them in because they have the same views as them, because they are racist as hell. Also, I'm saying this with my full chest, because what is it, the USO people who volunteer in the US, they were warning the blacks, African American, oh, if you go volunteer over there, don't expect it to be called the N-word, this kind of thing. Okay. And then I shared one of those incident, one of the asylum seekers from Ukraine who were in the UK. A family took her in with her child. Okay, when her child went to school, the people, they were, the mother was complaining that there's different, I don't know, skin tone of people in the kids' school. Meanwhile, you had bombs raining on you in your country, but you're worrying about people's different skin color. And I think I'm not gonna search for it because I don't remember that tweet. It's a long time ago. If you listen to my podcast every day, you probably will know what I'm talking about. All right, so the Tories or the politicians in the UK, this is the shuffling that they were doing. Okay, anyone who's not white, they're sending them off to Rwanda, but they're taking in the Ukrainian who have the same kind of mentality, the same kind of belief, you know, the racism and all of that. So this is who they wanted in the UK. Meanwhile, there's Charles, who probably, maybe he did felt that what they were doing to the asylum seekers was wrong, and then this guy said, shut your mouth if you want the monarchy to exist. All right, so this is why I brought this tweet. Okay, I spend more time on it than anything. Okay, you shut up. There's someone who responded. You shut up. Okay, these are all old. Okay, June 11th, June 10th, 2022. Okay, all right. So there's people. This is the thing. When you stand for the truth, the true things, the humanly possible kind of thing, you have people standing for you. There's this comment here. You shut up. What they saying here to this guy, the Nigel Farage. Okay, he's telling Charles to shut up, and there's this comment saying, no, you should be shutting up, standing up, believing on what Charles probably was standing up. I don't know. Did Charles see that? And if Charles did see it, all he had to do is stand by it. After that, I don't know what Charles did after that. I didn't follow through. So that was the only thing I could go back to think of as the first warning to Charles. Okay, he is a globalist and has unfortunately already destroyed the monarchy. Alright, don't you have more lies to tell about Brexit? There's another one here. This must be a tough one for you, Nigel. Alright, so let me leave that alone. Let's go to the next one. Oh my god, I'm already 36 minutes on just few tweets, and I have more. Alright, this is the next one here. Okay, it's 12 a.m. right now, so next day now. Alright, this is President Biden, who went to, I believe, is it Ireland or something like that? Alright, yeah. There is one appropriate response that Joe Biden can mount at this point. He has to hold a public event in the United States with Meghan Markle during the coronation. Who is this? I don't know. Is that a squad? It must be a squaddy. I'm not following, but it popped up on my timeline. I guess the squad retweeted it. That's why it came on my timeline, and I bookmarked it for you. Followed by Robbie. About 26 other people that I follow, so it must be a good one. All right. Yeah. So he's saying here, the only one appropriate response that Joe Biden can mount at this point, he has to hold a public event in the United States with Meghan Markle during the coronation. All right. So he retweeted this. All right, so there's some comments here. Oh my god, it's a oh, my comment is there too. All right, let's see what he retweeted is all about. All right, let's go into that, and I'll go back out after that. Okay, has there ever been a bigger collective sulk than the British press response to Joe Biden visiting Ireland? Okay, so these are some screenshots. Okay, embarrassed by his British roots, an English surname his grandparents weren't crazy about, snubbing the BBC because he is Irish, and a mother who told him not to bow to the Queen all the time. President Joe Biden has shown disdain for his UK heritage. This is the kind of nonsense they putting. This is two nation. Okay, as if a president of the United States should do what the freaking tabloid in the UK telling them. Like, Joe Biden is not supposed to have relation with other countries. This kind of thing. Okay, even though we understand this is a Commonwealth country, it's almost as if Joe Biden go to Canada. Okay, right there, right next to the US. Go to Canada and have some sort of a discussion with the Prime Minister of Canada. Alright, so this is the rift that they're creating between those two countries, the UK and the US. My God, and the Daily Mail, they don't care. Remember, when there is chaos, these people survive. Okay, this is what they thrive upon. Alright, let's see the next headline. Okay, Biden has greatly diminished America's role in the world. Britain doesn't need him. You see? And this is who wrote it, Camilla Tomney. And this is who wrote it, Camilla Tomney. Britain does not need him. Wow. Why would you feel so confident to write something like that? Britain doesn't need him. What happened to the World War? Who saved Britain? My goodness, under Sleepy Joe watch, a new world order appears to be busily capitalizing on his ineptitude. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And then we had, what is it? Britain has greatly diminished Biden has greatly diminished America's role in the world. And the one we had before, what did he do? He's being indicted, so many lawsuits and all of that. Okay, Joe Biden is accused of another anti-British snub after Beast limo flies the Irish flag despite no sign of the Union jacket on brief visit to Belfast, and President take a selfie with Jerry Adams. I don't know who's Jerry Adams, but whatever. I mean, he is in Ireland. Isn't this the flag of Ireland? What was he supposed to do? Oh my goodness. Okay, Joe Biden woke conquest of Ireland. Woke. Okay, the president is using his Irish identity to bully Brexit Britain. I'm telling you, these people. Okay, Brendan O'Neill, chef political writer. The nonsense. The nonsense. Okay, extremely annoying. Okay, that's that. To be fair, he is liability. The visit is a desperate attempt to gain favor at home. His advisors should make sure he doesn't run again. What? He better run. Just the sad sack right-wing Brexit lot, though, to be fair. Calling O'Neill a member of the press is quite the stretch. The British press seems to be totally unaware that the UK no longer has many friends left. Washington, Brussels, Berlin, Paris, etc. Nobody is keen on the UK anymore. The press doesn't seem to get it why. They know. I'll go into that in a few. Okay, well, if this is the way the British press are responding, then that tells me our democratically elected head of state is doing something right. Okay, these story-run news outlets are the ones who pursue the isolationist policy called Brexit, but they expect to still get premier treatment. Biden said, nope, stay mad. Yeah, they got themselves out of there, and then whatever. The goal. This is what I've said during the Brexit and leading to 2020 election. What the UK was planning on doing, and then for having Trump as president in the US, is that I believe, in some crazy way, I don't know, my opinion, Trump and the UK was planning, okay, to be like some major market system to compete against the European Union. Okay, so when people need to buy things or whatever, it's either with the US or the UK. And then you have Russia, who was, you know, trying to hold in terms of energy things and all of that. Okay, this is the three groups that we're trying to create. This is what I saw. I don't know if it's true. Okay, I didn't read this anywhere. I'm not a political analyst or anything like this. In terms of behavior, what they've done, what they were planning on doing, and all of that, this is the way that I see it. Where you could see where in one video on PYTE where I said there was something, I don't know what it was, where I said I don't think when it comes, it has to be with the Russia-Ukraine war, where China probably will align itself with Russia, but I don't think they were gonna set out front, because China was interesting in either Taiwan and what other Commonwealth Asian country that China had its eye on. Okay, but they had to stay somewhat quiet. They don't want to go in front, and then for other countries to stop them. And China is playing smart. We know their interests, but they can't easily go and grab it because they don't want, you know, the US to come and protect the other country and all of that. The same way the US is protecting Ukraine. Okay, because if it wasn't for the US, Ukraine would have been gone already. All right, all this had to do with the 2020 election. Okay, you see the connection here? Why did I bring all of this in? The market system with Britain, with the United States. So they upset that, you know, their favorite out guys, Trump, then win. And Trump was trying to steal the election to push his agenda, the nonsense that was going on. But the people spoke. I don't know. But we're seeing little cracks here and there, like I've said. Okay, well, if this is the way the British press are responding, then that tells me our democratically elected head of state is doing something right. Okay, this story one news outlet. Okay, I read these already. Okay, Biden came to celebrate 25 of peace in Northern Ireland. Surely no one can criticize him for supporting that, can they? Sour grape from all right-wing journalists and their right-wing papers. Shame on them. Okay, babies. Okay, Brexiters' stories are in full implosion mode. Every stage of grief all at once in superposition. 10-10, zero notes, nados for anyone. Okay, so according to Camilla Tomney, post-Brexit Britain doesn't need the US. I'm telling you, this might come back and hunt them at some point. Okay, post-Brexit Britain doesn't need the US. Is this the wisdom from the untrained right-wing stenographer when tasked with giving a political analysis, or is Camilla recognizing that Britain diminishing power not attractive to the US? Being a Scot-Irish, I thought the way the handlers Sunak and English press was priceless. It should happen more often. Okay, I saw some image. I didn't look too much into it, but I know what he's talking about. The cartoonists and staff hate Britain. The head. All right, let's see. There was something I said I was gonna go into. Was it that? To be fair, here's a liability. The visit desperate attempt to gain favor at home. His advisors, no, not that one. Is it this one? The British press seem to be totally unaware that the UK no longer has many friends left. Washington, Brussels, Berlin, Paris, etc. Nobody is keen on the UK anymore. The press doesn't seem to get it. Why? Remember, they wanted out of Brexit. Okay, they wanted to carry their own, do their own thing or whatever. Hey, you guys voted for it, so Biden is going accordingly. All right, so let's read some of that. The UK has Russia, there it is, and the royal family have the Saudis. That's it. Okay, I think this is pretense. They have to know. It's an open secret. We joined the EU in large part because the United States told us to. Post-Brexit, I mean, you don't have, just because the US says so, I mean, you have to have your own mind. Does it fit to your thing? Is it working for you right now? The kind of thing, the hungry, I don't know. Is it working for you now that you get yourself out of it? All right, so if the US told you to join the EU and then to talk with you and do business with you, they were doing that, but you decided to get out, so it doesn't interest America anymore, so they're doing what's interests them. That was something that happened over the weekend. This particular serviceman was arrested because he was sharing secret of the US, some sort of a map that he was sharing on social media, and then they arrest him. And then people were complaining, oh, the US is spying on other people. I'm like, what did you expect? Okay, even though you guys are friends or whatever, I'm pretty sure 100% you guys are spying on the US as well, and other countries that you are friend with. This is what, you know, you want to protect your country from. Okay, but one thing let me not go on that part because I'm not sure. All right, I have another thing to say, but I'm not gonna share it because I don't have backup. All right, so but in terms of, you know, the US, it's 2 comments of whatever things that I was reading, and I saw people were surprised that the US was spying on other countries. I'm like, you must be living under a rock to not know that the US will probably you know, knowing or looking at other countries, whether you're friends or foe. All right, it's not so much about friend as it is about who has power. Time is limited. World leaders like Biden need to allocate it carefully, and with Britain outside the EU and playing silly games with its own economy, it's simply less a priority. That's it. For the UK, that's hard to swallow. This is the best response so far. I get it. The British press want to tell folks what they want to believe, what folks want to believe, and the reality is what is questionable. Okay, baffling, isn't it? The mainstream media, cause help the UK become irrelevant. That's it. Okay, if they get it but just won't mention it, as it invariably leads to the B word. Okay, what's the B word? Brexit. Okay, we don't deserve them. Okay, the US is pretty keen on being mates with the UK when they want to invade somewhere. I don't know. Okay, Zelensky disagrees with you. Okay, it's so funny how the UK keeps trying to pretend they're relevant. We love Britain. Yeah, if they had that, they will probably whatever. The hypocrisy. Chuck, 3 cousin, good Biden, cousin bad, no UK self-awareness. Okay, King Charles to dine with cherished German cousin during state visit. Okay, monarchy will also seek at the Bundestag and receive a ceremonial welcome and military honor. So there's this here. Okay, yet they continue to take Putin's oligarch dairy money while pretending to support. Is it to support Ukraine? There was a comment I read. I think it was one of those videos that were asking Ukrainians if they believe or if they were shocked that the US was helping them that much. Many of them were surprised. They were, no, I didn't expect the US to help them, meaning Ukrainian on the ground. Okay, that was a comment that I said. This one is worth looking into. It's funny how I don't know if I have it on this channel. Okay, there's gonna be 2 videos because I'm not even close to let's see here. I watch so many videos. I don't know if I'm gonna all sort of videos you won't believe. It's about Ukraine, and when was this? August 3rd. That's too far. It seems like it was sometime last week. Maybe I was watching it someplace else. Let's see if I could see it from another channel that I have. Let's see here. It was sometimes last week. I watched so many videos. I already know I'm gonna have, okay, I cannot find it. 2020. Alright, so forget it. Never mind. I just wasted a whole bunch of time here. Forget it. But one of the things that I said in that particular comment, if I see it, I'll put the screenshot of my comment, because the UK was playing two-face with Ukraine. Okay, they pretend they're helping. Maybe they did. Yeah, they provide stuff to help Ukraine. They pretend they're helping. Maybe they did. Yeah, they provide stuff to help Ukraine. This is for the world to see. But in the background, they were also helping Russia. As well. And I think this is the same kind of position the UK have been done with a lot of other wars that they are in. In the front, they're doing, risking those young people's lives to show the world this is what, you know, to be part of the other, what's popular. But in the background, they're taking care of business to pocket whatever it is that they need to pocket and play both sides kind of thing. And this is the same thing I think that's happening with Ukraine and Russia war. They're playing both sides. They're helping Ukraine, and at the same time they're protecting Russia assets as well. Okay, banking leak exposes Russian network with link to Prince Charles. Leading up to the war, some of the newspapers who were showing the tide with Russia and the royal family, all this, all right, it's playing in front side with all of us, but none of us wants. I mean, the people in the UK don't want to be to listen. There's all of this. When the people storm into one of those oligarchs' house because something was happening where people wanted heating or something like that, and they had some group of people who rushed into one of those oligarchs' home, and then they sent police to protect those houses. So people were talking about it. And then you have Bojo. Okay, if it wasn't for real, I mean, there's some good journalists in the UK. If it wasn't for them who saw that Bojo was having secret meeting with former KGB or something like that, okay, while he's prime minister, and he didn't bring, you know, I guess when you a prime minister, you're supposed to work with certain people with you, I guess, to have a not like some sort of a witness. That's the way I'm putting in my own educational kind of wording, okay, like a witness, to witness what happened. He didn't bring anybody, okay, he sneaked out and went by himself. Nobody knew where he was, but the journalists who were whatever who report on it saw it, okay. So, and I think that was one of the reasons he was able to, they outed him. But you know, the same thing that happened with Trump, you have all those people protecting you, lie for you, do all sort of things. Bojo had the same thing. But this one, the meeting, the secret meeting with former KGB, and I think that was too much for him. I think that was the one that got him. He was going through so much nonsense. I don't know which one that really make him resign as prime minister. But there they are, okay. So whatever. All right, let's go to another one. Maybe I should get rid of all the political aspect of things. Did I finish the other one? Did I went back? Okay, let's go back to the other one that I was in, and then I'll come back. Oops, I lost it. Let's go back to the, because I think it was a retweet. This one was just posted, and that one 6. All right, let's go back to the thing with the Biden. Okay, I did say I need to come back to this to read the comments under that. I was in here, okay, where oops, this is the screenshot. I was in here with some of the comments, and okay, so I need to go back out. This is like the squatters who probably retweeted that, and I was able to see it. Okay, there's this. Jill Biden could fly into the coronation with Prince Harry. After all, they are good friends. All right, so there's me responding. I know, right? I was thinking of that, and catch a flight back with her. That would be epic, eco-friendly. All right, and this is another comment that I have. Remember, the UK said it first. If the royal family was smart enough, I think I was this one. However, I was responding to this. Where is it? They don't need the US or something. Embarrassing. His vote. Was it that one? Joe Biden has shown disdain for his UK heritage. And now it's UK heritage. Right, where is that? This one, I think. Okay, Biden has greatly diminished America's vote in the world. Britain doesn't need him. I think it was more to that. Britain doesn't need him. Alright, and this response was somewhat in reference to that. Alright, so there's this. Remember, the UK said it first. If the royal family was smart and they thought beyond the now, okay, the UK could have had 2 US presidents that could have pretty much be like, you know, family. But okay, if they keep at the same pace, they could have 2 US presidents that don't even want to look at them. Okay, I'm talking about Lily and Archie. If in the future these 2 young, I'm not putting pressure or whatever, because I'm just saying, okay, if they were looking beyond the nonsense that they're going through, okay, if they had welcomed Meghan and supported Harry and you know, welcome the kids. But no, they want to do their nonsense, and then they expect people to accept their nonsense. This is what this means. Too long to look at beyond what's happening now. Okay, if you were friendly, maybe if Archie or Lily decided to run for US president, that doesn't mean they're gonna win. But if they do win, it's like a lottery. You know, people like you, they vote for you and they accept you. You have the job, right? If they had won, this is the friendly thing, that the best, how will I say, friendship that the UK would have had. Family that could run for president. But no, they trashed them. But okay, we shall see what the future holds. And then on top of it, where you see Biden going to Ireland and doing all of this, even though it's for best interest of the United States, okay, it also showing that the UK, hey, this is the way you're treating one American family. Why should we give you, you know, even though Biden did meet with the prime minister. I didn't bookmark it. That was sometime last week or something. Alright, so that's what my tweet was making reference to. 2 people like it. And I was like, but okay. I like that GIF. Yes, a massive birthday party for Archie at the White House. Adele will perform and all the other performers too busy for Charlie Boys. Aired live too. Yep, I'm here for that. No, I don't think what is it, Biden want to put himself in that mess. The way he's carrying it out, it's fine, because once you get a little bit too personal, remember, he has to look at the interests as the United States at vast. If he were to do that, that would be somewhat, I don't know how good would that be. I don't know. Alright, so that's that. Let's leave this alone. Okay, let's go to the next tweet. Biden, oh my god, I wish I talk too much. Next tweet, there's that. Excellent. Most of Scotland will skip coronation. 0 street party application. Glasgow, Falkirk, Clackmanshire, 5th is Ayrshire. I don't know, I think I'm pronouncing those names wrong. Is Ayrshire, not my king, not our king. Coronation. Okay, coronation. Glasgow received no application for street parties. Okay, heard that, since they have nothing to gain. Okay, thank you, Scotland. We don't need a monarchy, especially Charles corrupting king and his side piece Camilla the homewrecker, 2 adulterous people who deny Princess Diana happiness. He's a weak man led by a woman who is evil. Charles cash for honor. So many countries abolish the monarchy. All right, so that's it. Is that a retweet of something? Yeah, that was a retweet. Campaign to abolish the monarchy. There's that. Okay, it's so strange to me as one of the US this is such an elaborate event in the 21st century. A year later, it's not like he has to impress his knight and vassals to keep their loyalty and sword. Royalty is weird. Okay, you're about to lose your job. Yeah, if you guys see how this came about, that was around the 2020 where Trump was in office. People you know, the nonsense that was going on, police brutality was going as if it's another day in the office, like things as usual. And there's this black African woman police arrested. I don't know for what, and I remember what she was wearing. It's almost like a tank top kind of thing and a very short, and she was in handcuff. I don't know what they did, but it seems like they had that recorded. And as they arrest her, she's holding and singing, "You're about to lose your job." At least for me, this is where I first saw it. And then there's that. All right, there's this. A council in the most northern region of the UK has rejected a day off for the King Big Day and made despite taking one when the late Queen Elizabeth passed away last year. Wow. Very interesting. Okay, Shetland councillor reject a bank holiday for King Charles' coronation. Wow, they really mean it. Wow. A council in the most northern region of the UK has rejected a day off for the King's Big Day and made despite taking one when the late Queen, I guess, died. I wanted to bookmark it, not really go into it. Okay, well done, Glasgow. At the time of its own choosing, the Republican movement needs to organize its own parties and celebration as we work toward constitutional change and freedom for Scotland. Never been more proud of my fifth family. Go Glasgow, Scotland, a country with pride and integrity. Good, outstanding. Wow. All right, there's more comment. Let's move on. And I think this is, let me see, if this is about light-hearted kind of thing, I'm gonna stop and create another video. Yeah, so I'm gonna stop this video now because I'm already an hour and I know I've wasted some time on that one. So let's do a prayer to end this video. All right, prayer. I was looking at Netflix. There was a tweet that came across my timeline. I think it was this one that came on my timeline about Netflix, and I had to look and search what was the news about. It seems like there's a show on Netflix. I don't watch it, but that was supposed to go live, and for some reason the streaming wasn't working, so people were upset about it and they started tweeting about it. All right, so let's do a prayer for, let's say, I don't know, clear road ahead. This is what popped up in my mind. I don't know why. Clear road ahead. Let's see what comes up. Oh my God. Wow. Okay, Heavenly Father, the road ahead is long and I am weak. Please provide me with the strength and will abide by safe driving practices. Teach me patience. Remind me of my responsibility not to speed and help me see and respect the road sign along the way. Okay. Let's see. Let's pick up a short one. Let's do the first one. Dear Lord, I pray for safe travel in our car today. Please keep us safe on this crowded road as well as the others we are sharing it with. As the driver, give me the discernment as to when to take a break so that I do not push myself to the limit. Release your angels to surround us and protect us until we get to our final destination. In your name I pray, amen. Also, what I was thinking when I say road ahead is the fact that Harry going over there to the coronation, other things that, you know, for brighter future for our kids and all of that. So all of this came to mind. Okay, let's see, let's just stop right now. All right, so that's it. Oh, let's get out of there. Before I start the next tweet, I need to look for that tweet that the video that I was looking for, but I don't see it. So that's pretty much it. Alright, that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And that's it. I'm gonna do video number 2.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.